Hi, my name is Gauri and I'm a legal intern with Lexis & Company. The case that I'll be discussing in this video is Miller versus Secretary of State for exiting the European Union, which is commonly known as the Brexit case or Miller case. It was a landmark legal challenge in the UK related to the process of Brexit, the country's withdrawal from the European Union. The case originated after the UK held a referendum in June 2016 in which a majority of voters supporting leaving the EU. The government, under Prime Minister Theresa May, sought to trigger Article 50 of the Treaty on European Union, which would formally initiate the process of withdrawing from the European Union. However, before triggering Article 50, the government wanted to do so without consulting Parliament. Gina Miller, an investment manager, and other individuals brought a legal challenge arguing that the government could not trigger Article 50 without the approval of Parliament. They contended that triggering Article 50 would lead to a fundamental change in UK law and rights, and only Parliament had the authority to make such a decision. The case reached the UK Supreme Court, which delivered its judgment in January 2017. The court ruled by a majority of 8 to 3 that the government could not trigger Article 50 without an act of Parliament. The court held that the European Communities Act 1972, which incorporated EU law into UK law, could not be overridden by the government's prerogative powers without the explicit authorization of Parliament. The judgment meant that the government had to introduce legislation in Parliament known as the European Union Notification of Withdrawal Act 2017 to obtain parliamentary approval to trigger Article 50. Following this, the UK officially triggered Article 50, initiating the formal process of leaving the European Union. The Miller case had significant implications for the Brexit process, establishing the principle that the decision to trigger Article 50 and commence withdrawal from the European Union required parliamentary approval. It reaffirmed the fundamental role of Parliament in making major constitutional decisions and set a precedent for the extent of executive authority in matters of constitutional significance. That brings me to the end of this video. If you have any queries, you can post them in the comment section. Thank you.